Okay, everybody. I don't know how I'm gonna squeeze this video in, but over time in the landscaping industry, you actually acquire a lot of compost. Now, this pile that you're seeing in front of you, um, this is for this video. This part of the video is for how can you say, the companies who are looking to start up. I started doing this almost right from the get-go. And what this consists of is all my grass clippings and leaves over the year. I never dispose of my grass clippings and leaves. Now this is approximately last fall and some of this spring's compost pile. What it basically comes out to is gold. Because when this is processed, what you actually do is, if you know how to do it, you can actually take it. That over there, the tarp, yes, it's destroyed, but that started out as that. Right there is approximately 2 quads worth of not liquid, but of basically topsoil. And it's gold. Because when you have composted topsoil such as this right there, in our area, typically anywhere from $25 to $45 a yard. Now, if I have 50 yards there, which could possibly be, like I said, there was supposed to be a tarp on top of it last year. The tarp got destroyed and I didn't get a chance to get a new cover on it. So basically I got to run it through this big machine here. It looks like a contraption, but this is actually for processing topsoil. It's something that I made. There's actually a screen that, if you can see, the elevator drops it onto a screen, it sips it out, and then it goes on to the pile there. I can usually make 2 yards an hour, which actually is a good ratio. But if I take that topsoil and I run it through that machine, because that topsoil there has not been processed. The stuff that's kind of hiding underneath that topsoil, which isn't much, there's only like maybe 3 yards there underneath that tarp, but if that, is all processed topsoil. That's literally silt. It's almost like a silt fine sand that people like for gardening. But if you do it right, you can actually save your compost. I know it sounds like it's a big hassle, but you take this pile and you flip it. I just got done flipping it just now. I basically moved it all around in the same spot and mixed it all up, and that's why it kind of looks the way it does. But it's one of those things that if you have the room for it, you save your compost and leaf clippings and leaves and grass and so forth, and over time you just let it sit and nature does its own thing, and you can basically end up with that. A lot of times what I'll actually do is I'll mix this in with the topsoil, and I'll have gold for topsoil because it has the compost mixed in it. I'm always mixing compost into my topsoil to begin with, so, but in the end, once I run it through the sifter and get out stones and twigs and so forth, I end up with almost pure gold for topsoil. So it's just one of those things that if you think you know how to do it, it's actually not hard. There are other things too that you do have to mix into it. You just can't mix your compost. If you have access to any type of manure, the rule is cow manure is actually the lowest on the totem pole. Then there's horse manure, and then there's poultry manure. If you can get your hands on poultry manure, that's actually the best to mix into your topsoil. But you end up with really good topsoil when you mix that in. Another thing too is, if you know somebody who has like a sawmill, you can actually mix sawdust into compost. That helps with it. Sometimes I'll actually, if I have really bad tree chippings from my tree chipper where it's a lot of silt, I'll actually mix the silt in from my tree chipper that's sitting right there, which I showed in a video earlier, I'll mix that in there too. There's a lot of things you can mix into compost to make the compost a valuable compost. So I just figured I'd touch a little bit on this. Maybe this will be today's video, I'm not really sure, but I just wanted to touch base on how to actually make something out of nothing. Most companies I know several companies in the area that actually pay to get rid of their compost, where I've never done that. I've just basically sat on my compost, kept it in piles, and every 6 months to a year I flip it around and I do something with nothing. And typically, like I said, you can, in our area, you can sell garden quality compost for anywhere from $25 to $45 a yard. So, and people want that composted topsoil. They actually will pay a premium just because they know that it's composted topsoil. And that's actually what my topsoil is. It gets mixed in with, sometimes I'll sell it straight out as straight compost topsoil. Sometimes I'll mix it and sell it as a mixed soil. But anyway, so hope you liked the video, and if you do, hit the like button, and if you like the channel, hit the subscribe button. I'll try and bring more videos like this on how you can improve your business if you're starting out, or if you're an existing business, how to give you ideas on what to do and expand your horizons and stuff you do. Like I said, I've been doing this since day one when I started my business, and it actually does pay off. One thing, I don't have to pay to get rid of my compost. Two, if I let it sit, I can actually sell it eventually. It's something that people don't quite think of. But yeah, if you like the video, hit the like button, and if you like the channel, hit the subscribe button, and I'll try and bring you more videos. And if you have any ideas on stuff that you think that I might be able to help you with, drop me a message or leave something in a video that you'd like to possibly see me do if you think that I do it. But anyway, alright, till next time.